Hello, everybody, and welcome to my championship predictions. Let's start with tonight's match: Derby County versus Bristol City. Uh, this one, I'm gonna go for Derby 1, Bristol City 2. Bristol to win 2-1. The weekend's matches. Uh, this one, I'm gonna go for Charlton. Charlton 2, Leicester 1. And of course, it's this is only the third match, and it's early. Just the season's just started, so the table really is not really. Nobody's really started to get a foothold yet, have they? Hull versus Blackburn. I'm going to go for Hull 1, Blackburn 1. Swansea versus Watford. This one, I'm going to go for Swansea 1, Watford 0. Birmingham versus Oxford. This one, I'm going to go for Birmingham. Birmingham 2, Oxford 0. Coventry versus Queen's Park Rangers. Well, Coventry are another team that everybody's predicted would finish in the playoffs, or will they go up automatically this season? Everybody seems to fancy them to be from being promoted from the Championship. Well, of course, there's a long way to go yet, isn't there? Anyway, I'm going to go for Coventry 3, Beach Park Rangers 2, and of course Coventry. They were involved in a thriller, wasn't they, last weekend against Derby? Derby were winning 3-1, and then Coventry ended up winning 5-3. Norwich versus Middlesbrough. Norwich at the moment, they started off okay. Can they keep their form up throughout the season? And Middlesbrough are another team that everybody's predicting that they want to finish in playoff places or go up automatically. Of course, it's like I've said, it's early in the season. Yet the season's only this is only the third match, so there's the league table. Well, that won't start to really some somebody won't really start probably putting run results together until about after the first 10 games, as we get towards after the first 10 games. So, but anyway, this one I'm going to go for Norwich 1, Middlesbrough 1. Preston versus Ipswich. This one I'm going to go for Ipswich. Preston 0, Ipswich 1. Sheffield United versus Millwall. Well, Sheffield United, they haven't started off too well, have they? The start of the season, I'm bottom of the Championship, and the Sheffield United fans are not impressed, are they? Say the least of the start they've got, and I don't think their coach will will be uh, will be coaching at will be at Sheffield United much longer if they lose tomorrow, because they have, like I said, they haven't had a very good start. Really, they shouldn't really have sacked Chris Wilder, should they? They shouldn't have sacked him. I don't know why they did. I don't understand why they sacked him before the start of the season. If they'd have kept him, I probably would have had a better start to the season. They've got a new coach there, and like I've said, I don't think he's going to be there much longer. If they lose tomorrow, then I think there'll be a change coming for that coach, because he was a coach of all, wasn't he? And I don't think he lasted long there. So if Sheffield United don't start and turn round the results soon, then I'm afraid to say that the Sheffield United coach will be out of a job. Anyway, this one I'm going to go for Millwall. I'm going to go for Sheffield United nil, Millwall 2. Southampton versus Stoke. Well, like I've said, Southampton another everybody's favourites to finish in the playoffs. Some are even saying they'd go and finish in the automatically, go up automatically. But we shall see. You know what kind of season they had in the Premiership last season, didn't they? They were absolutely terrible. And Stoke, well, Stoke have had a good start to the season. They are top of the Championship at the moment. Um, Whether they'll still be there come the end of the season, I don't know. I have I have predicted that I think Stoke will be struggling this season. I did predict them to have a struggle this season, but like I've said, there's still a long way to go yet. This is the third match, and there's a long, long way to go yet from now till next May. I don't think Stoke will still be top of the Championship come next May. I think sooner or later they're going to have to start lose matches, and they'll probably fall away. But you know what the Championship's like; it's unpredictable. Uh, Anybody can beat anybody in the Championship. Albion versus Portsmouth. Well, Albion have had a good start of the season, haven't we? We've got a 100% record. Can we maintain it tomorrow against Portsmouth? We beat Blackburn the opening day, and last weekend we beat Wrexham. So, and of course, Portsmouth, they haven't had too good of a start either. Uh, like I've said, can Albion win tomorrow, maintain their 100% record, which I think they will. This one I'm going to go for Albion 2, Portsmouth 1. I think Albion will win, but uh, Portsmouth will probably get a late, a late goal, and Albion will be hanging on for the 3 points because that's how Albion play. The same thing happened last weekend against Wrexham. We were 3-1 up, and then they went and scored. There was only, I think there was only just about 4 minutes left. And they went and scored Wrexham, and Albion were a bit under a bit of pressure, but we came away with 3 points. So I wouldn't. So I hope that wouldn't be surprised if Albion don't get 3 points tomorrow against Portsmouth. Wrexham versus Sheffield Wednesday. Well, Wrexham haven't had a good start to the season, have they? To life in the Championship. And of course, they play another team who's struggling, Sheffield Wednesday. Uh, can Wrexham get their first win tomorrow to ease a bit of pressure on their coach? Uh, I don't know about Wrexham. Can Wrexham survive this season in the Championship, or will they be relegated, go right back down again? But like I've said, the Championship is unpredictable. You never know what's going to happen. As for Sheffield Wednesday, well, they've had a struggle, haven't they? Start of the season, they're struggling. Um, Everybody's predicting that they'll probably be relegated come the end of the season. I think the way things have started for them, they probably will. I mean, they lost last weekend against Stoke, so it's going to be a long, hard season for Sheffield Wednesday. I, I, I have predicted that I think that Sheffield Wednesday will be relegated, and I'm going to stick with that prediction. But they were struggling at the start of last season, and they managed to survive. Can they turn it around again? But I don't think so. Well, anyway, that's the end of my predictions for this weekend's championship matches, and I'll see you all again in another video.